Now, we have a new member, don't we, of
Very
the One Show
exciting.
team. Yeah, everybody here
Yeah.
cannot wait to talk to him more because he's a gem hunter.
I'm Adam Macintosh, and I make jewellery for a living. I've travelled the world finding rare gemstones to transform into unusual designs.
Hey!
But some of my nicest pieces have come from stones found closer to home.
So as well as being a jewellery designer, I'm also an amateur geologist. And if you know where to look, there's some incredible hidden gems right here on the British Isles.
Today I'm on the hunt for a gem that can only be found in a few places in the world. And one of those places is right here on the Somerset coast. I'm with an old friend of mine, Johnny Morris, who's been transforming these gems into jewellery for the last 5 years.
So Johnny, what brings us today to this cold, windy beach in Somerset?
This is a unique area for finding a very specific type of ammonites.
Ammonites are fossilised seashells with a spiral going through them. They're usually a grey-brown kind of colour.
So this is a typical example of an ammonite here. You can see the ribs being exposed in the shell, but it's quite dull in colour.
But some of the ones on this beach are very different to the norm.
Well, particularly here, these ammonites have a very unique colour to them. And the fact that they're 205 million years of age makes that quite a remarkable fossil in its own right.
As with any gem hunt, you have to know exactly where to look. Johnny's discovered that these particular fossilised species of ammonite can only be found a few times a year when the area they're located in is exposed by super low tides.
Jesus, you said it's going to be muddy, Johnny, but it's pretty stiff. It's like treacle.
As this coastline is rich in Jurassic history, we come across a whole host of fossilised remains. There's a code of conduct when collecting fossils. We neither dig nor tunnel. What we're looking for can be found in stones loosened by the tide.
Now, is that what we're after? Is that the species?
That is the exact species.
To me, Johnny, that's not going to make a stunning bit of jewellery, is it?
Not for a gem hunter, no.
Nah. Hey, Johnny, dudes, check out that one. What a beauty, eh?
That's not bad.
That's incredible. Look at the colours in it.
There are some lovely iridescent colours in that, but we will find better.
The colours are caused by a mineral called aragonite, which over time has replaced the original ammonite shell. The way it's formed reflects and bends the lights in different ways, producing a wonderful range of iridescent colours.
Oh, that is a stunner. That is just absolutely gorgeous.
Look at that iridescent
Like
green.
that one, you can actually imagine it.
That will make a very nice piece of jewellery.
Not a boring, dull piece of ammonite there. That is quite unusual.
The green and blue colour is because the aragonite is quite thick. When thinner, the colours are reds and yellows. To see the piece in its full glory, it'll need a lot of work. So we've come back to Johnny's workshop, an Aladdin's cave of fossils and precious gemstones. I'm thinking, cut down this would make a nice pendant or brooch, but there's literally a flaw in that plan.
I'm just looking at it, Johnny, and I can see there's a kind of a natural flaw going through the ammonite there. I'm just worried that, you know, I put it through the saw and it vibrates it apart, so...
It shouldn't do. It's been around this long.
As the shell is less than 1 millimetre thick, the first part of creating a piece of jewellery is grinding off the surrounding shell and shaping the fossil. A few minutes more and I've ground down as much as I dare.
But now the more delicate work is done on these diamond wheels. And these just gently grind away the corners here and make it a more refined bit of jewellery.
Then it's a process of shaping and polishing.
I'm really happy with that. It's really taken shape.
The fact that you can see the origins of the sea creature itself.
Well, that's why I wanted to keep it large, because if you cut that up into small pieces, you're really going to lose that feature of it.
That's a double A grade piece in my book.
To finish it completely, it'll need to be sent off to have it set in silver. It's amazing to think that over 200 million years ago, these ammonites were swimming around the oceans, and thanks to the work of people like Johnny, they've been brought back to life for all of us to enjoy and admire.
Well, Adam joins us now with the finished necklace, so you obviously claimed it off Johnny, but now somebody else has got their eye on it, of
I
course.
see that, yeah.
It's lovely.
It was
Look
Johnny
at
who
that.
found it, and then I quickly pocketed
bagged it.
It would go with so much stuff, Adam. I mean, it's a very versatile piece.
It is very versatile,
It
yeah.
would have a big airing on the show. It's lovely, but you've brought some of your other stuff in as well, equally as beautiful. Tell us a bit about where some of those stones in the UK are from, then.
Well, like the UK has a huge wealth of semi-precious stones and precious stones. So I've collected stuff from all around the UK, starting with like Lyme Regis, the pyritized ammonites,
Okay.
agates from the east coast of Fife in Scotland, green marble, Scottish green marble from the Highlands.
Does that take a lot of work to get it to that stage?
It does, yeah. Just now you've seen the refined finished product, but yeah, there's probably about a year in the whole manufacture of the pieces, so including designing, complementing with different stones.
Yeah.
And then Lewisian from the Outer Hebrides of Isla Lewis, Harris, and the west coast of Scotland. So it takes me to a lot of locations, you know, not just the British Isles, but all abroad as well.
There's something incredibly raw, isn't there, about sort of finding these stones, putting them on your side. It just feels like it's happened since the dawning of time, really.
Well, it has. You know, the old trade routes were established with silk and gemstones, and yeah, you know, I think that's why I'm very interested in gemstones, because you know, it was that before money was around, it was a form of currency with people trading and swapping semi-precious stones.
Very fitting tonight, Pam, what you're
Wow.
wearing. I mean, it's almost as if you knew what was on the show.